Yo, 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 what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about how if you're wise or you want to become wise, you should listen to older people's advice. All right. So, obviously, I get it. Not all advice is good advice. However, the premise is you should listen to what older people have to say and take it with at least a grain of salt. Understand why they're thinking that way and, whatnot. And of course, yeah, older generations tend to be, more racist and whatnot. So obviously, when it comes to shit like that, ignore it. Okay. Um, cause I know someone's gonna make some stupid comment like that. Oh, well, you should listen to everything, guys. What I'm trying to say is that when an older person says something like some type of life advice or some type of like business advice, listen, this person has gone through more experiences than you have. Okay. So when you find someone in life who's been there, done that, they had to go through all this bullshit and whatnot. And, say you're 25 and this person's 45 or 55 or 65, 75, 85, 95 years old or whatever, even 35 or even, you're 25, they're 30. Listen, a lot can happen in 1 year. All right. Think about all the stuff that happened last year. All right. A lot of stuff, man. I was looking through my old stuff. Man, a lot happened to me in 1 year. I cut my hair off. I had the long hair. I lost a lot of weight. I got into shape. I all kinds of stuff, all kinds of experiences, man. All like a ton of chicks I met who, I learned lessons from. All kinds of business stuff I learned from. These different conferences I went to that I learned stuff from. So a lot can happen in 1 year. So if someone is double your age or, has got years on you, bro, they've been there. They've made mistakes. And you will be wise if you at least listen to them and think about, like, at least can take into consideration what they're having to say. Okay? Because, man, it's like the biggest cheat code out there is to be able to learn from someone who's doing what you want to do in life, of course, don't take business advice from someone who's older than you, who's never ran a business, who's never had a successful business. Maybe if they're telling you, hey, this is what I did, this is what not to do, because, this is why it didn't work for me. But, like, guys, when, and girls, I'm just so passionate about this. I think that's something I caught on to when I was young, unfortunately, was to listen. And they're just saying it goes, you have two ears and one mouth for a reason. You should listen more than you talk. All right. So that's another good point. Stop talking. When someone has something to say, you can literally learn a lot from pretty much anyone, man. Like I said, you can learn good things from people and you can learn how you do not want to be. All right. So you shut up more and listen more. Dude, even that in its own can make you ultra rich or ultra successful in something or a happier person. Just talking less and listening more. All right. Like, seriously, there's a lot of people out there who just they love the sound of their own fucking voice. I know it's funny as I said that I'm like talking to a camera and listening to themselves speak, but those people out there, man. You're like you try to get a sentence in, they're over talking over you. Guess what? Are they fucking listen? Are they learning anything from you? No, because they're blah 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 blah. They got something they want to fucking say, and they won't let you talk. So they can't learn from anyone because they're so fucking busy talking and being domineering. And also, those type of people tend not to have many friends, because who the hell wants to be friends with someone who just fucking talks the whole time, who just doesn't shut up and doesn't let you speak. But anyways, back to the main point. So people who are older than us, they've been through a lot of shit, man. Like I said, a lot can happen in 1 year. A lot can happen in 1 year. And if someone's considerably older than you, listen, man, and think about why they're saying things a certain way. For example, say if you have a grandpa or someone who's telling you to save a lot of money and be frugal, this that, like, why is he saying that? Oh, okay, he grew up in the Great Depression era. Makes a lot of sense, versus someone else who grew up in a different time frame might have a different outlook on life, or they might have a different set of values for something different. So think about like, okay, this person's very big on this thing. Why? You know, and man, you just learn a lot because we're ultimately shaped by you know our parents, our circumstances, and like what time period we grew up in. Um, yeah, guys. So really, that's like your cheat code, especially if you're a younger person. Listen more to people who have been through life. All right, they've been through the heartaches, they've been through the struggles, they've been through the failed businesses. you can learn from them and you can bypass all that bullshit, you know, that they had to went through if you just were to listen. Shut up and listen. Like, really listen, ask questions, and think, okay, why is this person saying this thing? Like I said, it's up to you whether you want to actually take that advice or not. So, of course, not all advice is good advice. And I think especially like unsolicited advice is usually bad advice. Like, say if you're doing something, someone comes up to you, without even asking, and starts telling you a bunch of bullshit. Probably, it's probably bad advice. Just most of the time, at least I've noticed. But when people like are respectful, like say you're doing something, like if, for example, you're at the gym, and someone's like, "Hey, like I don't mean to like be rude or like overstep my boundaries, and but I've noticed something you're doing, and I just think that you might benefit from doing it this way." Typically, that's probably good advice because they're very respectful about it. They weren't like, they feel bad overstepping, like, "Hey, I'm not trying to piss you off," and then, but they want to give you information versus the people who are like just tell you shit without even like, you asking, and they're kind of like just they just want to hear themselves talk, basically. That advice kind of sucks most of the time. So, but anyways, you get the point. You got some pointers on what kind of advice might be good advice versus bad advice. Subscribe to the channel for more. Peace out, guys.